And we are live. Welcome, Crypto Warriors, to the Gentlemen of Crypto, episode 661. Today is Monday, February 15th, and I'm your host, Bitcoin Zay, here to bridge the gap between cryptocurrency and the community, Monday through Friday at 10-ish. And I have some great news stories for you today, starting with the top story. Reddit, Robinhood, Citadel CDOs to testify at GameStop hearing. Sorry. NFT prices will eventually crash, says Litecoin creator Charlie Lee. Bitcoin costs 10 times more with 10 times less utility to match Tulip Mania. And last but not least, Elon Musk wants large Dogecoin holders to sell their Doge. But first, let's take a look at some of these prices for today. Let's jump into our CoinDesk prices. So Bitcoin is at $47,838, down 2.3%. Ethereum at $1,798 is down 0.9%. Ripple at 56 cents, down 3.6%. Stellar down as well at 51 cents, only 0.43% today. Chainlink Marine celebrating with a 33.56 price, up 0.17%. Cardano at 87 cents is up 3.3%. Litecoin at $209 saw some great growth this weekend, but down 4% today. EOS, last but not least, 485 is down 562. So we have a mixture of green and red, a lot of red because we did see a lot of growth over Friday and Saturday. It's almost as if there's somebody planning to trade when everybody's on vacation or on a holiday so that they can basically take advantage of the market. So yes, the market is still a mixture of green and red, nothing too exciting happening. However, the fact that we're this close to 50K is still amazing. And I want everybody to realize that we're not going to go there in a straight line. You will have dips. If you even call this a dip, like this is nothing. 3%, that's for amateurs, man. Where's the 20 and 30% dips, right? So this is actually pretty regular. And I want everybody to make sure you're holding and not doing anything you wouldn't otherwise do because of pressure from outside. So before we keep going, let's get into some of these comments. Mr. G, the recycling guy. Yo. Crypto and Culture, my brother Kenzie, what's up, man? Alexis Jackson, good to see you. Paris, Jay James, Blues Lover. Erica K, good to see you. Edward K, oh man, everybody jumping in right now. Make sure to hit that like button. We got 50 people watching. We should have at least 40 likes. I mean, if you're on here, it's the easiest way to get this algorithm popping. What's going on, Jiu-Jitsu Crypto? Let's see, Crypto Coach, he got the code. No. Let's see, Liz Thomas. Oh man, favorite time of the day. Whoop, whoop, let's get it. You right. What's going on, people? Oh man, so it's a lot of people in here. Robert Kelly, P Man Van, JJ, man, thank you all for joining. And again, like I said before, do not worry about the price too much. Definitely a mixture of green and red today, but don't panic. A lot of people, all of a sudden, we're in a bear market. I'm sure CNN or CNBC is going to say we're in a bear market now. Bitcoin's volatile. We crashed down to $47,000. Man, calm down, man. Don't get your panties in a bunch. You should be all right. So let's take a look here at our first story of the day. Reddit, Robinhood, Citadel, CEOs to testify at GameStop hearing. The U.S. House Committee on Financial Services hearing will investigate issues around the recent trading surge for shares of GameStop and other companies. Jesus Christ, people make a little money and you got to have a whole Senate hearing about it? Man, this is ridiculous. So the CEOs of Robinhood, Citadel, Melvin Capital. Oh, yeah. Remember we smoking that Melvin Capital pack, baby? Oh, yeah. Still smoking that Melvin Capital pack. Get out of here, hedge fund. And Reddit, they will testify at the U.S. House Committee on Financial Services hearing this week relating to issues around the frenzied trading of stocks like GameStop. Come on, man. This is a waste of time, honestly. We taxpayer dollars do not need to go so that we can have a sit down with the Senate so that they can figure out how all these people made all this money. The virtual hearing on February 18th, that's Thursday, is set to investigate how retail trading pushed the stock from below 20 at the beginning of January to around $340 at the end of the month. Really, we have to sit in front of senators and investigate how this happened? Just go read Reddit. They told you. We bought it and we pushed through you short sellers who have been trying to dump GameStop for years. That's what happened. I don't know why you need a Senate hearing for this. Amid the surge, trading at Robinhood limited the ability of traders to buy GameStop and other stocks targeted by Wall Street bets. I mean, if you want to talk about corruption, the fact that they just stop you from trading when there's too much money being made. It's hilarious. I mean, they have complete capital controls on anything that's not Bitcoin. And in my opinion, they're getting even closer with Bitcoin because people allow it. You can't allow this to happen and then go in front of the Senate and explain yourself and then say, hey, we did, that's garbage. So Representative Maxine Waters, who will chair the hearing, said, I am concerned about whether or not Robinhood restricted the trading because there was collusion between Robinhood and some of the hedge funds that were involved with this. That will be interesting because Robinhood had a choice. They kept saying they were for the people. It's for every man, everyday man can get on and make a little money trading. And then as soon as it came down to it, they chose the hedge funds because they got the money. And I keep telling people, it doesn't matter what people are saying to you. Follow the money. They chose the hedge funds for a reason. They want to stay in business. If they chose the people, they would most likely have hedge funds against them, and that would not bode well for them as well. So one of those hedge funds, Citadel, is appearing because its independent securities arm has a business relationship with Robinhood, while Melvin Capital had to close its GameStop short positions due to the price rise. Again, still smoking on that Melvin Cap pack. CEO Gabriel Plotkin, maybe you won't go all in on a short and use some risk management, which is exactly what most hedge funds are not doing. These naked shorts that they take out, pushing the price down, making a company not valuable. I'm glad somebody finally stood up to them, blew through those shorts. And if you think that was interesting, wait till we blow through the shorts that are on Bitcoin, that are on us as a people because of this current financial market. So let's take a quick look at some of the comments coming in. Man, I still can't believe that they're having a Senate hearing over this. Let's see. AUJ, what's up? What's up? How you doing? Jiu-Jitsu Crypto, what's up with the second book? Legal reasons, have to hold it for now to ship. That's it. Book's done. I can't wait to share it. Man, I really can't wait for people to read it. But for legal reasons, have to make sure everything's okay. Let's see. John Diggs, good morning. You guys keep it going. Absolutely. Blues Lover, what percentage of a savings account would you put in Bitcoin? I'm not giving financial advice to you, but 95% of my savings are in Bitcoin, and it has been that way since 2016. So that's a pretty good savings account. You won't find a return like that anywhere else. Let's see. Marcellus Love, good morning. Good morning. Oh yeah, what's up, Cardo? My man, my cousin Rick in here. Let's see. BTC is like an ultra high savings account. Put my life savings in a BTC. Exactly. I know a lot of people that have done this. You may think people are crazy. However, numbers don't lie. Before today, 100% of people are in profit. And for most people, we're talking about 3 or 4 figures, 3 or 4 decimals worth of profit. So let's see. John Diggs, any thoughts on the Kenya central bank statements to buy Bitcoin? Well, Kenya's always kind of been sort of ahead in the digital age. They have had digital wallets already created, Bitcoin already implemented. So I am not surprised that Kenya is doing that. What you're starting to see is that different countries have different views on Bitcoin. So when people are like, well, what happens if government shut it down? There's other competing governments that will allow all of the innovation, allow Bitcoin people to come. Sort of like how Wyoming is totally different from New York. Wyoming's they're inviting innovation. They're inviting people who want to work in the blockchain industry, whereas New York is kind of pushing people away because they have an established old money system for Wall Street. So that's what I think about that. Let's see. Y'all know anything? I'm sorry. Looks like it jumped down. Y'all know anything about G99 coin? My friend keeps trying to get me to join. It sounds scammy whenever somebody's trying to call you. Yeah, come join our partners. A little scammy. The bigger the price, the more the dips will seem big. It's only 2 or 3%. Exactly. What is this? Kid numbers, man. Give me 15 to 20 before you even say anything. Give me 30 or 40 if you really want to take notice. 3% is nothing. BTC is a new wave. Get with it or get washed up. Absolutely. Jalen Rout, smoking that Melvin pack. Oh, yeah, still smoking on that Melvin pack. Going in front of Senate to go cry because you lost money. Get out of here. If I lost money, it's over. I just lost it. Stop crying, man. These hedge funds are billionaire babies, man. They got all this money, but the first time they get beat, they take their ball and run home. Stop crying. Let's see. Blues Lover, thank you, by the way. Love the first book. Absolutely. Thank you for that support. Salute, Zay. I took all my money out of the stock market and put it into Bitcoin. Like I said, not giving anybody advice, but again, 95% of my savings have been in Bitcoin since 2016. I can't wait till the 50K shorts get wrecked. Yes, there are a lot of shorts at the 50K level. I will say if we blow through those shorts, we'll be somewhere around 65K in the next month. So if that happens, again, smack these shorters in the face, and we're going to be smoking on the bear pack in a little bit, bull bear pack. So let's see. Our next story of the day, NFT prices will eventually crash. Says Litecoin creator Charlie Lee. Now, here's a man who knows when to call the top of something. He called the top of Litecoin, his own coin, sold, made millions of dollars, and called that it was going to $22. So I might take a listen to Charlie Lee. He says non-fungible token art lacks the legitimate scarcity of real art, says Lee. He may have a point here. He says Charlie Lee is of the opinion that hype is unsustainable, tweeting on Monday. Lee said that unlike real art, NFTs have zero cost of creation. He actually says here, NFTs create artificial scarcity. Because of the near zero cost to create another NFT, the market will eventually be flooded with NFTs from artists trying to cash in on this craze. Supply will overwhelm demand, and the prices will eventually crash. With that being said, I'm willing to be proven wrong. I created a unique NFT with my profile pic. It cost me nothing except for the ridiculous Ethereum gas fee and no effort at all. Prove me wrong and show that it has value. And that's one thing I want people to understand. NFTs, when they're digital, yes, some people can make money buying and selling it. Other people who are the artists can earn money from it. However, I think people are starting to transition to physical art with a NFT sort of technology attached to it, because again, it is pretty easy to create, zero cost creation outside of the gas fee. And then once it's created, you can just keep producing it. And again, if more people are producing than people are buying, you're gonna have low prices. People are gonna be giving it away for whatever. So to go further in the story, Hashmask, which we discussed before, they created 16,384 cards, selling out over 10 million in its first 4 days. So you're seeing people, the craze for buying these because the resale value they believe is more in the future. I think the first wave of NFTs, like anything else, ICOs, DeFi, NFT, anything that's the first wave, you do have that hype bubble because people are trying to find the next Bitcoin. And then once that bubble pops, people get back to regular life. And then you get to see what the price is actually worth. So we'll see if it comes true for Charlie Lee, but much like him, I would love to see him be wrong. Not to say anything against NFT creators, but you have to understand the attack vectors and some of the things that happens in the market to prepare yourself. So as a buyer as well, so that you're not buying $10,000 piece of digital art that one day is worth $3. So you got to know what you're doing. Let's take a look at some more comments. Man, I love 110 people watching. Make sure you smash that like. We should have at least 100 likes if we got 110 people watching. I appreciate it. Make sure you share it on family and friends, Twitter, Facebook, wherever. Let people know we got the best show in the industry. Tune in. So let's see. Crypto Key, good morning. Let's see who we got here. Canadian official Elon to create Musk money and crash all crypto coin markets. We'll see. But he still has $1.5 billion worth of Bitcoin. Mr. G, the recycling guy, Bitcoin hoarders are going to be the only ones buying luxury art, statues, abstracts, etc. I believe you. And the reason being is if that is the standard for what things are sold as, BTC holders will be in a good space. So JJ, I hate LTC because of Charlie Lee. This man sold all his Litecoin at the top. I told you, if there's a person that can call the top of a market, it's Charlie Lee. He sold it at the exact top, which may have been more of a self-fulfilled prophecy by telling people he was going to sell it. He created the top. And then you watch the price crash over time. So again, he knows when to call it top. Also, if you if you need some help trying to figure out when the quote unquote top is of a market, go to lookintobitcoin.com. This is a free gem right here. Go on to lookintobitcoin.com, look up the Pi cycle. Every time the Pi cycle crosses over, it's usually the end of a run, either a bull run or bear run. And it's been pretty accurate, very accurate over the last 12 years. So if you need to know when the top is coming, it hasn't crossed over yet, but it's getting close. So again, if we push those 50K shorts, hit 65K, I wouldn't be surprised if we hit a local top, go down for a couple more months, and then regain that value in quarter two. So yes, let's jump into our next story. Bitcoin must cost 10 times more with 10 times less utility to match tulip mania. Man, I love stories like this simply because people that still doubt Bitcoin at this point, to me, are idiots. If you still are on the fence, get off the fence. Choose a side. Whether it's in Bitcoin or not, get off the fence. It's not a tulips. It's not tulips. It's not a bubble. It's not a multi-level marketing scheme. It's not a Ponzi scheme. It's not for drug dealers. It's not fake. Your little cousin who has it on Coinbase, they don't know what they're talking about. Your uncle who's never invested in his life, they don't know what they're talking about. So if you're new, I like to show stories like this because it's good to have data. People can talk opinions all day, but if you're not talking data, you're just talking. Bitcoin versus tulips, there's no comparison. Tulip mania was a brief but intense speculative bubble. What is now in the Netherlands, it lasted between late 1636 and February 1637. So the fact that Bitcoin is 12 years old, it's not tulips. While only impacting a tiny section of the economy at its height, A single pound of bulbs reportedly costs 1,500 guilders or 4 years salary for a skilled carpenter. The implosion caused a 90% price drop. So let's move forward to the math behind this. During the Dutch tulip craze, tulips traded at 10 times the artisan's salary. Average salary for skilled labor is about 32K, meaning that at 320K, Bitcoin has at least another 10x utility value of tulips. Be patient and just hold. So basically what they're saying is if Bitcoin is tulips, we would need to be at about 10,000 times the rate of the average salary. The average salary is 32,000. So 10 times that is 320,000. That would probably be what is called the bubble of Bitcoin. If that happens and Bitcoin goes to 320K this year, I think there will be some movement as far as back down with selling, because a lot of people will have made millions of dollars and never have seen that in their life. So of course, it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. Again, you think it's a bubble, so it becomes a bubble. You sell, and then it becomes true. But Bitcoin is not tulips. I just wanted to throw that story in really quick, simply because we do have a lot of new people jumping on, and we're trying to get rid of the fear. People have all this fear about Bitcoin, man. It's over. It's definitely way more resources. So let's see. Early Miller, good morning. Good morning. Jalen Rout, yo, man, I'm trying to tell my friends don't put all the eggs in Doge and mess with these other alts, but they don't get it, G. You know, I had an interesting conversation with Bitcoin Vegan, Justin Redrick, one of my good friends. And when people say stuff like, you know, don't put up, you know, don't invest in Doge and things like that, you can't really tell people what to do. You have to let them pay tuition sometimes. They're going to have to get burnt. They're going to have to buy Doge, have a 50% drawdown on their money, and then it's going to dawn on them, I should have been buying Bitcoin the whole time. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. All you can do is give them good information, and you can sleep good at night. Other than that, if your friends don't listen, they don't listen. You can't save everybody, because trying to save everybody, you end up saving nobody. So help people who want to be helped. At this point, nobody should be arguing the value of Bitcoin. It should be more about, oh, I want to learn. Cool. Oh, I don't want to learn. Cool. Doesn't matter. More for me. That's what I always say. If you don't want to learn, cool. More for me. Let's see. Syed Gator, just wait for Meek Mill to tweet about crypto. He already has. So when he does it again, everybody says that's the indicator to sell the top. So we shot past that level. So it's not completely the contraindicator, not yet. Let's see. What do you think about NBA Top Shot? I think that's a novel NFT idea. But again, I think some people are overpaying in hopes to sell it later for a bunch of money. So they should have patience. Don't think you're going to buy it and then resell it for 3 times as much next week. Maybe. I mean, this market is crazy, but just be patient. Let's Square. Would you cash in some of your Bitcoin to pay off some debt? And also, how can you purchase Satoshi coins? If you have Bitcoin that you want to use to pay off debt, that's your choice. That's a good thing about an open money system. You do what you want. I wouldn't tell you yay or nay, simply because I've been fortunate enough to get that out the way. But if that is something that you can do, I would go ahead and get that out the way if possible. But again, you're going to be buying Bitcoin back at a higher price. It's a scarce asset, and you don't necessarily have to sell it. You can use it as collateral to get a cash loan and maybe pay off half of that student loan or 20% of it, and then just pay that back, and you get your Bitcoin back. So you don't really have to sell it, honestly. So also, how can you purchase Satoshi coins? It's not a coin. Satoshis is a divisible amount of Bitcoin. So just like $1 is 100 pennies, 1 Bitcoin is 100 million Satoshis. So you're getting percentages of a Bitcoin. Good thing is you don't even have to do the math. All you have to know is I'm buying this amount. It's less than 1 Bitcoin, so it's a certain percentage. And that's the amount of Bitcoin you have. And you can denominate it in Satoshis. Right now, 1 million Satoshis is about $450. Mr. G, the recycling guy. Oh man, this chat is moving fast. Thank you all for joining in, jumping into the chat. Point being, BTC is the master currency of our time. Absolutely. P-Man Van, this is something people will never mention, the disdain we have of the existing system. People want to get out. Absolutely. How will people buy new Bitcoin? Way in the future, if BTC replaces cash, it'll be a lot of peer-to-peer. There'll be exchanges that become trillion-dollar exchanges because people will use them. And trust me, there will be plenty of decentralized exchanges by then, because there will be a lot of sellers who may have like if 1 Bitcoin costs $1 million in the future, you don't think there's sellers that can basically open their own business off of 1 Bitcoin? I can just loan this out and and make interest for the rest of my life. That's going to be how people buy Bitcoin peer-to-peer more in the future, because exchange is going to get crazy. Let's see, a few more questions. JJ, facts, they got to learn the hard way. Yep. Monica Lindsey, thanks for providing this platform. Thank you for watching and supporting. Joshua Richardson can't be captain and save a hole out here. All right. Let's see. Yeah, you're right. As far as most people can't save them. Let's see. Simone Irie. I think celebrities pump Doge as a distraction. Yes, Elon gave Doge to his son, but he bought $1.5 billion worth of Bitcoin. That's all you need to know as far as comparison. Give those to the kids, and the grown-ups, we will stick with Bitcoin. Let's see, AUJ, people will have to work for Bitcoin at that point through skilled trades. Yep, construction projects, land developments. You'll have to be valuable enough for somebody to part with their Bitcoin, which then creates a better working class, which also creates cheaper prices. Because if you're going to pay in Bitcoin, you're going to ask for a discount. And when goods are discounted, what happens for people that can't afford goods? They can buy more. Your purchasing power increases. So when somebody's like, I'm only paying in Satoshis if I'm getting an 80% discount, companies are going to listen and they're going to have to do it because inflation may cause the dollar to lose value as soon as they put it into their bank account. So you may see that. All right. Kirk Wallace, use bad money to pay your debt. Absolutely. That's why I said use the collateral if you have to get the cash. Use cash to pay off stuff. Get rid of that dirty fiat. Crypto culture, boy, this chat stupidly. Absolutely. Appreciate you. Make sure you smash the like. Make sure you smash that share. We appreciate it. Before we jump into this last story here. All right. So last story. I'm glad some people brought up Doge. Elon Musk wants large Dogecoin holders to sell their Doge. He says that if the distribution of Dogecoin does not become more even, he may stop endorsing it. Hey, so for those of you who were asking about Doge, again, we're trying to tell people it was a joke. He was trolling you. It is not the end of your financial or the beginning of your financial revolution. That's not what's happening here, right? Tesla CEO Elon Musk said today that he would support the top holders of Doge selling a big portion of their Doge stash to ease out the altcoins distribution. Whether that is a joke or not, Dogecoin's wealth concentration issue is real. Reports suggest a single entity holds over 27% of the altcoin's entire market cap, valued at over $7 billion at press time. I wonder who that is. That puts the entity's holdings at over 1.8 billion, or about the GDP of a mid-sized island today. In addition, the top 20 Doge addresses hold more than 50% of the altcoin circulating supply. While these could likely be crypto exchanges, they have not been acknowledged by any exchange so far. Musk insists that this must change for the better. If major Dogecoin holders sell most of their coins, it will get my full support. Too much concentration is the only real issue, in my opinion. People, again, this is just a joke coin. It's a meme. It's not going to change your life. It may get to 10 cents one day. Who cares? King always jokes that Doge is always going to pump. We know it. Doge is literally a pump and dump. It looks like a heart monitor screen. It just goes pump, dump, pump, dump, pump, dump. But remember, when you're getting into this market, if you're trying to be a crypto trader, if you're trying to learn about the market, one of the first rules is do not listen to people on Twitter. Do not do your own research is one of the top things, because if you're sitting there waiting for Elon to tweet in order for you to trade, you already have a problem. Or if you're sitting there waiting on your favorite trader to put out something and you're like, okay, well, now I can go buy, then you're already behind. And I think that's what most people fall into the trap early on. There are some talented traders. There are some great things you can do with some cryptos, but yeah, this is definitely just fun, right? Founded in 2013 as a joke cryptocurrency, Dogecoin's meme value. The Shiba Inu dog, which was a meme back in the day, it was a cutesy narrative, pumped its market cap to billions of dollars over the years. So people have to understand this was a joke cryptocurrency. It was literally made to make fun of cryptocurrency. That's why 10,000 Doge comes out every block instead of like 10 Bitcoin. That's why the supply is uncapped. You can create as much as you want. That's why it's so fast. Nobody uses it. All of these things are a result of it being a joke. Unfortunately, some people might get wrecked. But again, people got to pay tuition. And I do not feel sorry for adults who do not understand that you cannot get rich quick in a market that you don't understand. If you just joined this market 3 weeks ago and all of a sudden you're like, I'm gonna be a millionaire, and you lose money on something like this, congrats. Now you can actually study. Now you can actually do your own research, and then you can actually get down to it. So hopefully you didn't lose too much on that. If you're trading Dogecoin, buying the tops, waking up at 2 in the morning thinking you're gonna change the world or change your world by trading Doge. Good luck, but I doubt it. So let's see. We'll go through some comments before we get off here. I do want to tell everybody, remember at 11 o'clock, if you have Clubhouse, Black Bitcoin Billionaires, Genesis Block going live. Check us out on their biggest Bitcoin group on Clubhouse. And Genesis Block is our flagship show. We'll be giving away Bitcoin via Cash App. And you also want to make sure, if you want to receive those free Satoshis, because those of you who have been around a long time, you remember when we gave away free Satoshis every day on the show. If you want to get that as well during the month of February, during Black Future Month, sign up here, Black Bitcoin Billionaire. That link is in the chat. Sign up, just simple stuff, name, email, and from there we can actually send people free Satoshis in Cash App. Me and Lamar actually are the first two people in the world that can use Cash App to send Bitcoin to Bitcoin addresses. So that's pretty cool, and that feature is coming for other people maybe in the future, but we can do that now. So that's awesome to see. And I just want to make sure everybody who can get on Clubhouse, get on there. It is for iPhone only. So let's see. Trek, hola to the room. How you doing? Culture Connection, Ave. Ave, interesting concept. Again, for those of you who use anything other than Bitcoin, remember it's speculative. There are attack vectors, and you don't want to get caught with something that can lose money simply because the code is wrong, which we've seen before. Doge is the gateway crypto. My hope is that people start there and go on to learn about crypto. True to an extent. I hope people learn about Bitcoin first so that they actually preserve their wealth. But I've always said Doge's use case is for kids or for beginners. If you want to see how a crypto works and just send it back and forth, and you can buy a large amount of it really quickly, that's the Doge. I mean, for $100, you can buy thousands of Doge or whatever, and then you can send it around. Like if I have kids that I'm teaching this summer, the virtual Bitcoin summer camp, Doge is going to be one of the cryptos we use because it's so easy to send, and kids, they have fun with the meme. So there is a use case. It's just not generational wealth. Like some people are saying, they're like, I'm gonna change my life with Doge. No, the hell you're not. You're gonna change your life. You're gonna lose some money. That's what you're gonna do. So let's see. Crypto Q, best Bitcoin streamer on YouTube. If you agree, smash the like. Yes, sir. Do that right now. Alexa Jackson, so should I take my profits out of Doge? Anytime you make profits in Doge, go ahead and take it out. You want to go ahead and realize profits. It's a pump and dump. You can make money on the pump, but you can also get smacked on the dump. So I'm not giving financial advice, but anytime you realize gains on Doge is a good day. Let's see. The creator of Doge, Leslie sold his bag for a used Honda. Jackson Palmer, they coming for you. Let's see. Yeah, I wouldn't put more than $10 in Doge. Elon's a troll, absolutely. Doge, our mascot. Let's scroll down. Let's see what else we got. Let's see. Can't make CH at 11, but we'll probably go on tonight. Appreciate that trick. I can only listen to the Genesis block via Lamar's Facebook page. Yes. So Lamar's name on Clubhouse is Lamar Wilson, I believe, or Big Mar, BIGMARH, or myself, Bitcoin Zay. You can find me on there. Either way, you could join the Black Bitcoin Billionaires. You'll see us both on there. Let's see. And King, we're trying to pull him in soon so we can have a three-headed monster. Let's see. Mr. G, research paper wallets. Absolutely. Sabrina, it's time. Loving all of it every day. Absolutely. Jiu-Jitsu. How strong will Stellar be? Stellar will be as strong as I think Ripple was in the past. So with Ripple's price going crazy and a lot of that being pushed over to crypto, over to Stellar, I think it'll be like that. It'll be, it's supposedly for settlements, but they do have a few more projects. So about as strong as Ripple in the past. I think you can see definitely a $1 Stellar or beyond. Let's see, 155 in the room. Let's go. We're over 150. I think this is approaching another all-time high. I think the all-time high is 180 live. So we're getting up there. Definitely on a holiday. Today is President's Day. I don't know who celebrates President's. I don't even know what you do for President's Day, but it is a holiday, so to say. So yeah, a bunch of people at the crib. Let's see, Monica Lindsey, how can I get more info on your summer camp? Yes, so follow me on Twitter. Also set up a time to meet the author. You can do that as well. We can talk more about it, but we have partnered with BitGive, Innovative Learning Summer Camp. We have partnered with BitGive to accept Bitcoin donations. That campaign will be starting March 1st. So you all are the first to know. March 1st, that campaign will start. You can donate Bitcoin or you can donate cash to that Bitcoin virtual summer camp. We'll start teaching after July 4th, and that campaign will go from March 1st through June 15th. That campaign will have all the information in it. So once it comes out, make sure you check that out. So again, doing a lot of stuff in the space, and one is always giving back. I'm the board member for this 501c3, and definitely want to make sure that kids learn about Bitcoin, much like Naja Roberts, who had the first kids camp in the world, I believe. Naja Roberts, she is a Black woman in Inglewood, California. She runs Crypto Blockchain Plug. They had their first Crypto Kids Camp in 2019. And we had our first one that same year as well. But like I said, first ones to ever do it. So shout out to them. Any more questions before we get off today? Professor Ack, any thoughts on Cardano? Not much. I think it is a competitor to Ethereum. So any thoughts on Dent? Haven't really looked at it. Let's see. B Money, it used to be All-Star Weekend pre-pandemic. Absolutely. Mr. G, you can hide your seed words in poetry. Oh yeah. Yeah, you can hide your seed words in anything. You can put it in a dog tag, you can put it on a steel plate, you can tattoo it on your arm. I mean, you could hide your key anywhere. There's plenty of places. That's why Bitcoin is amazing to me, because it's a new way to keep your own wealth. So before we get off, my favorite cold storage, somebody said, Trezor, Guap Coin project for small Black-owned businesses. I think is great for Tavania, for that community to grow using it. Have to reserve more for later. And I want to get this out before we get off today. For those of you watching, Sundays at 6 p.m., we will begin our inaugural show this coming Sunday, Talk Shop Live. We will be on there. Me and King, we will have our weekly roundups where we have exclusive interviews, we have market analysis, and we have deep dives on a lot of the questions that you all have. We can't answer them all daily. So basically what we have is a weekly show. There is a paywall to join it. For those of you who want to support, you can support us with that. A couple of the things, Bitcoin in Black America will have a 33% discount on there. We'll be giving away free merch. We'll be having free giveaways, every week. So make sure you join there. We'll also be answering the tough questions when people say, hey, what do you think about this project? We'll go deep dive on a few projects that people have been asking throughout the week. So we encourage everybody from Monday to Friday this week, make sure you're sending us your questions. Make sure you're commenting on the videos with these questions so we can take them and then use them for the weekly live. We can answer them, go into deep analysis, things you want to know about NFTs, different markets. Because again, Sundays at 6 p.m., once a week, we have our weekly wrap up. So if you can't catch the daily, you can watch the weekly wrap up, see what we've been talking about this week. And me and King will be joining the Talk Shop Live platform. Shout out to them. And I'll put that in the chat as well, so you can go ahead and check them out. One of the biggest changes with Talk Shop Live, we'll still be doing the daily show. The only changes on our weekly show that we do, the buy button is within the video. So you can watch us live without ever leaving the video, which is a great new innovation for the future of people who are using digital media like YouTube. This is the future. We're always ahead. This is why we're doing it, because once you see how this platform works, you'll be able to see that, wow, this is something that everybody will probably be using in the near future. And we want to be the first crypto guys on there, which we are. So shout out to Talk Shop Live, Chris Snook, a few of the producers who are helping us with that. So that will be Sunday at 6 p.m. We'll be saying it all week. So just make sure you join in. So let's see. It's called Talk Shop Live. And again, I'll type it here so we can have that link. Talk Shop Live. Let me make sure we get through any last few questions. How do you get the free crypto on Cash App? On Cash App, go to blackbitcoinbillionaire.com. All you have to do is sign up, and we'll be sending free Bitcoin to everybody on that sign up list. Let's see. John, great show. Thank you, my brother. Again, Talk Shop Live. Liz Thomas, what's the time difference? 6 p.m., maybe early hours of the morning here. Sorry, brother. Sorry, sister. Can't help you there. But yes, Sundays at 6 p.m., catch us Talk Shop Live. We'll be promoting all week. You'll be seeing new merchandise from us. Like I said before, exclusive interviews, deep analysis, free merchandise, free giveaways, and again, our best weekly wrap-ups for the best stories of the week. So make sure you catch us there. Thank you all for watching. Join me over on Clubhouse, Black Bitcoin Billionaires at 11, and I'll talk with you all soon.